Senior showmanship. We're looking at first call. We're going to try to keep this going, make it a little bit snappy. Nobody likes it when it drags out all day long. So if you're ready for us, we're going to try to work hard for you, okay? We'll make this a win-win situation for both of us. I've got one of the senior showmen in that first heat in the backdrop pictures right now, so we're going to wait. We want to be fair to everybody and give him a chance. As soon as he's ready, we're going to line him up. We're going to have senior showmanship. You know, in this showmanship deal there, I think we're gonna give away the Cheyenne 2 in each one of those divisions. We're gonna give away 2 belt buckles. We're also going to give away 5 jackets to the next 5, so we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to award a lot of prizes. It's going to be a nice showmanship this afternoon. Glad you're all here with us.
All right, we had a set of headphones found in the women's bathroom. So if you lost your headphones in the women's bathroom, please come and find us up here at the announcer stand.
We're still going on one backdrop picture, and then we're going into senior showmanship. Yeah, we're waiting on one backdrop, but how about Ainsley Mirandi, 0344? Ainsley Mirandi, are you in this senior showmanship first heat? Ainsley. You know, as we get going on today too, we're going to try to run you. If your heat's going in the ring, we're going to try to send it in because we got to start learning how to be at the makeup area time. Ready? Senior showmanship, first heat. Thank you. We got everybody back. We got a heat going on here. Hey, let's welcome Kimsley Gallegos in. She's in here from Laramie, Wyoming. You know, she's an all-American Wyoming gal. She's been to Wyoming. She is Wyoming. She bleeds Wyoming. She showed and judged here at the local and state and national level. After high school, she attended Casper College and then transferred to the University of Wyoming. Finished her master's in December of 24. You know what? She's still in Wyoming. She's the judging team coach at LCCC. So we want to welcome her. Hey, let's give her a hand, and she's going to do an awesome job at sorting some of these showmanship kids. Kimsley Gallegos. Hey, showmanship. Adam Alfs, Kara Sidwell, Natalie Johnson, Tessa Delmore, Delaney McGowan, Anthony Quick, Bo Carlson, Trina Pearson, Davey Frost. You know, so we're gonna pick two Cheyenne 2 winners. We've always done that for years. We pick out 2 of you. You both get belt buckles, and then the next 5 is going to get jackets, those Cheyenne jackets that have been around the country over the last 5 years. They're getting to where they're kind of becoming widely known. So congratulations and good luck to everybody. Lee is ready for that Class 2 showmanship in the makeup area, please. She's checking you in. Class 2 senior. We only got 2 classes of senior, so we're going to make this thing move. We're not going to wait a lot of time on you, but please check in for us, though. We want to give everybody a chance here, but we're not waiting all day long on some of you showmen. You got to understand we're the big show here, and we like things to be snappy, and we like it to be efficient. So we're going to try to keep showing if we can. Like I say, Kimsley, she's going to pick some to come back to our finals, and then we'll get to heat number 2, and then she'll judge our finals of the senior showmanship.
All right, guys, we're trying to make our final plans here for the fitting contest that will occur after showmanship has concluded. So if you have a team, you've rounded up your team, but you haven't come up here to the announcer stand to let me know that you are going to have a team for the fitting contest, please make your way up here. We've got a senior, junior, and a mixed team division. That'll be a $50 entry fee. We give out cash prizes. Showtimes has donated sweatshirts, and Freeman Showbox has donated some additional prizes. So make sure that you come up here and get checked in for your team for the fitting contest, and bring up your cash payment for that as well.
Jace Rich, senior showmanship. Jace.
Jarrett Mossbarger, we have some prizes, a prize up here for you for the champion prospect heifer at the announcer stand that we forgot to bring up here this morning. So please up here and collect that prize. We also need Trace Johnson. We have a prize for you as well for the champion market steer up here at the announcer stand. So come and collect that when you have a chance. Thanks.
Well, an exceptional way to start off the showmanship division this afternoon. And I'm going to go ahead and keep 4 back from this division. Nothing to take away from the individuals that aren't going to get kept back. I think that these 4 individuals are just a little bit crisper in the way that they get their animals set up and just leave them. I know that some of our partners aren't wanting to work with us today, but I am a big person on intensity, and I think that these 4 individuals definitely just come with an extra shot. I love how this entire group, though, utilize the entire ring. I mean, I know that we do have the space, but utilize the space, kind of give yourself a lot of room in between the person in front of you and behind you. I'll move around and I'll get a look at each and every one of you. But let's go ahead and put our hands together for this first heat of senior showmen.
All right, we are in our second and final heat of senior showmanship. So those first class of intermediates ought to think about getting the final touches on their animal. We'll roll into our senior showmanship final drive here after this class. We've got quite a few intermediate teams, intermediate exhibitors. So as we get those classes sorted, you guys are more than welcome to go hang out at your stalls. We'll make announcements as we start getting through those 6 or 7 classes, and then you guys can get lined back up. But again, this is class 2.
Another exceptional set of senior showmen that we have out here, and there's quite a few out here that are just on the threshold of making it back for the final drive, and ultimately the deciding factor is just the feet placement that we have on some of our cattle. Sometimes we're too stretched out, sometimes we're too close together. Really love the attentive that this group had. They always knew where I was at. I know that a lot of our partners in this particular heat definitely wanted to fight us a little bit more, but a really an exceptional job. Let's go ahead and put our hands together for this heat of senior showmen.
Coming back out of Heat 2 of our senior showmanship is Logan Barta, Hadley Cooper, Wyatt Harrison, and Sean Roth. Entering the ring next, we will have the finals of our senior showmanship. Intermediate Class 1, be starting to make your way up to the staging area. Entering the ring now for the finals of our senior showmanship, we've got Adam Alfs, Kara Sidwell, Bo Carlson, Davey Frost, Logan Barta, Hadley Cooper, Wyatt Harrison, and Sean Roth. Again, intermediate class 1. Be making your way to the staging area. And attention in the barn, intermediate class 1. Be making your way up here to the staging area. Intermediate class 1. Be making your way to the staging area. As our judge gets ready to select her top 5 senior showmen, we just want to announce again our showmanship winners. We'll pick our top 5. Grand and Reserve get buckles. We want to thank our buckle sponsors, and then the top 5 of every age division also get jackets here in our showmanship divisions.
Well, let's go ahead and put our hands together for this final round of senior showmen. Really an exceptional group that we have out here. Very comfortable with the 8 that I have and that I got to select back for this final drive. I've been kind of testing the waters a little bit just to see if anybody had any hiccups, just in terms of where their feet placements are at, always being attentive to where I'm at and where I'm moving around in the ring. And I think that these 8 individuals did an exceptional job, definitely splitting hairs all the way through 8. But I really think it's just going to come down to personal preference, and I think that the 2 that have just kind of surfaced for me definitely are just a little quicker and crisper in the way that they set their animals up. I don't know if I've really seen them move a whole lot. Once their animals are placed, that's the end of the story. So that's just kind of the splitting hairs, like I had said before. I do like my showmen to come in with a little bit extra intensity, and I think that these 2 individuals do an exceptional job of that. One more time, let's go ahead and put our hands together for this final round of senior showmen. I'll put the mic down and select a grand and reserve all the way down through 5th.
Congratulations to our top 5 senior showmen. Our champion was Kara Sidwell. Reserve was Bo Carlson. 3rd, Logan Barta. 4th, Wyatt Harrison. And 5th went to Adam Alves. Again, congratulations to our top 5 senior showmen. Now entering the ring, we will have Heat 1 of our intermediates. Again, entering the ring now, we'll have Heat 1 of our intermediate showmanship. Heat 2, be making your way up to the ring. Class number 4, Heat 2 of intermediate showmanship, be making your way to the staging area. Class 3, heat number 1 of our intermediate showmanship is in the ring. Intermediate showman. Class number 4, heat 2 of our intermediates, be making your way up to the staging area.
A great way to start off the intermediate portion of the showmanship division, and definitely a lot that are right there on the threshold. I know that we definitely have some wide ranges of ages of cattle that we have out here, and so I know that for the most of these exhibitors out here, this is the first time that their cattle have been in the ring, so definitely some more nerves and tension that we have out here. But I just think that these three young men do a nice job of just always being tentative of where their animals' feet are placed. If they need to take them out for a lap, they can certainly do so. And I just think, again, I'm big on just walking them into place and kind of leaving their feet how they're doing. Really love how these three young men are very tentative about adjusting where their animals' heads are placed. I love the hand placement that these three individuals have. Nothing to take away from the four that won't get taken back. Like I said before, some of our partners just aren't wanting to work with us on the other end of the halter. Maybe just need to be a little more intense at times. But one more time, let's go ahead and put our hands together for a great round of individuals.
Coming back out of Heat 1, Class 3 of our intermediate showmanship was Levi Peldo, Granite Reddy, and Stephen Gamble. Entering the ring next, we will have Class 4, Heat 2 of our intermediate showmanship. Heat 3 intermediates, be making your way up to the staging area. Again, Heat 3 of intermediate showmanship, be making your way to the staging area. In the ring now, we've got Heat 2 of our intermediate showmanship. Heat 3, be making your way to the staging area. Again, Heat 3, be making your way to the staging area. And again, for everybody in the barn, there are flyers with QR codes posted around the building. Scan that to get a look at the catalog for tonight's genetic sale that will be taking place roughly around 6:30, where we'll also be awarding our first round of scholarship winners.
Another exceptional set of intermediate showmen that we have out here, and really what the deciding factor is going ahead and keeping these three young ladies back. I know that, like I've said it before, and it doesn't come as a surprise, especially at a prospect show, that some of our partners are just wanting to fighting us at the end of the halter. And then just really, I mean, from the first person that started us off, I want to see that line just kind of maintained, and sometimes our line just got a little bit out of control. And that was really kind of the deciding factor of going ahead and keeping those three young ladies. One more time, let's go ahead and put our hands together for these three individuals.
Getting called back out of class number 4 intermediate showmanship was Kimberly Gray, Hadley Kirst, and Caden Kaysen. Entering the ring next, we'll have class 5 of intermediate showmanship. Again, class 5 intermediate showmanship entering the ring next. Class 6 intermediates, you're making your way to the staging area.
another exceptional set of intermediate showmen that we have out here. And I think the biggest kind of trend for this class was especially feet placement. There was a few times that our front foot was just a little bit off center. There were some times that we're not off centered enough. Sometimes we're just too stretched out. And unfortunately, that's kind of the deciding game when the competition runs this deep. An exceptional set of 4 that I went ahead and kept back. Really, let's go ahead and put our hands together for a nice round of intermediate showmen.
All right, coming back out of Class 5 Intermediate Showmanship was Britton Kilthau, Braden Jacobson, Riley Joseph, and Lydia Friesen. Entering the ring now, we've got Class 6 Intermediates. Class 7 Intermediate Showmen be making your way to the staging area. Again, Class 7 Intermediate Showmen be making your way to the staging area. Again, Intermediate Showmen, Class 7 Intermediates be making your way to the staging area.
certainly the most antsiest group that we have out here in terms of the intermediate division. But I do think that each and every one of these individuals, for not getting cut back, are doing an exceptional job of remaining their composure. I know it's really unfortunate when our animals don't want to work with us on the one day that they're supposed to. So I do really want to commend each and every one of you out here. I know it's frustrating and it's tiresome always having to kind of reset, and that's just an uphill battle. So I really do commend each and every one of you. Again, I mean, that's kind of the deciding factor. I'm not going to say that I'm going to just always pick the calmest ones out here, but I'm going to try and pick the ones that have the least amount of flaws within them. And I think that those four young ladies just do an exceptional job. I know some of them were wanting to fight there when we take a lap, but as soon as we prop them up on the profile, I do think that these young ladies, I love just the head position that they carry, always knowing where their feet are at and always being very attentive to where I'm at, especially as I move around the ring. One more time, let's go ahead and commend this group of intermediate showmen.
All right, coming back out of Class 6 Intermediate Showmanship, we've got Kinsley Krebs, Tatum Carlson, Bristol Gines, and Ella Sonnenberg. Now entering the ring, we will have Class 7 Intermediate Showmanship. Class 7 entering the ring now. If you are in Class 8 Intermediate Showmanship, be making your way to the staging area. Class 8 Intermediate Showmanship, be making your way to the staging area. For those of you that are planning on being in our fitting contest here this afternoon and evening, we will plan to start the fitting contest about 5-10 minutes after the conclusion of Pee Wee Showmanship. We've got a lot of stuff we want to fit in the schedule today. We're going to try to not get everything on top of one another. So, fitting teams for the contest here this afternoon. Be keeping an eye on Showmanship. We'll start you 5-10 minutes after Pee Wee's conclude. So have your chutes, all your equipment ready to go.
Another great round of intermediate showmen that we have out here. A lot that are right there on the threshold of getting kept back. Some of our partners are just wanting to be a little more antsy at the other end of the halter, and that's kind of the deciding factor that we have here. Other factors, I mean, sometimes we're just a little too stretched out. Sometimes our feet aren't necessarily upright and square. And just sometimes the position of our hand and where we're placing that on the halter would just kind of like to modify and change ever so slightly. But a great set of intermediate showmen that we have out here. Let's go ahead and put our hands together for them.
Back out of Class 7 Intermediate Showmanship, we've got Tavy Miller, Ty Weathers, Heidi Schweiderman, and Cooper Miller. Entering the ring now is Class 8 Intermediate Showmanship. If you are in Class 9 Intermediates, again, Class 9 Intermediate Showmanship, be making your way to the staging area.
Another great round of intermediate showmen that we have out here. Really exceptional job, and there's a lot of you still in here that are just right on the threshold, and that definitely makes my job a lot harder because I want you guys to get pulled back to the final heat. I just think that these three young ladies, especially on our back feet, were just always offset just a skosh more than some of us out here that aren't going to get kept back. Love just the intensity that this entire group had. Love just the placement in the space that everybody has. So really want to commend you guys on a job well done. Let's go ahead and put our hands together.
Coming back out of Class 8 Intermediate Showmanship, we've got Avery Keister, Naya Ruda, Willow Martinez, and Riley Harmon. Entering the ring next, we will have Class 9 Intermediate Showmanship. Again, entering the ring next, we'll have Class 9 Intermediate Showmanship. If you are in class, or if you got called back out of your showmanship heat here in the intermediates, when we get through this next class, we're going to split up our finals and do 2 semifinals. So if you are in class 3, 4, 5, and 6, be making your way to the show ring. If you got called back out of class 3, 4, 5, or 6, be making your way up to the staging area. Again, intermediate showman. I know our numbers here that the showman or the showman app puts out is a little confusing at times. So, intermediate showman classes 3, 4, 5, and 6, which were heats 1, 2, 3, and 4, be making your way to the staging area for our first semifinal.
another great set of intermediate showmen that we have out here. And I went ahead and kept 3 individuals back. Again, just kind of coming down to some personal preferences. I like how these 3 individuals are very tentative about the placements of their calves' head, always making sure it's up. They're always very aware of where I'm at, and they're just very crisp in terms of their transitions, and I love the flow and speed that they have. Nothing to take away from the individuals that I'm not going to go ahead and keep back, but again, I keep repeating, but like some of our feet placement, we just need to be a little crisper there. Where we have our steers' heads, probably is just maybe throwing it off their balance just a skosh. One more time, let's go ahead and commend these individuals on a job well done.
Getting called back out of our final class of intermediate showmanship, we've got Emery Chamberlain, Marilee Michael, and Brigham Ryman. Entering the ring next, we will have our first semifinal that will include exhibitors from our first 4 heats. We've got Levi Peldo, Granite Reddy, Stephen Gamble, Kimberly Gray, Hadley Kirst, Caden Kaysen, Britton Kilthau, Braden Jacobson, Riley Joseph, Lydia Friesen, Kinsley Krebs, Tatum Carlson, Bristol Gines, and Ella Sonnenberg. Intermediate showmen, if you got called back out of classes 7, 8, and 9, which were heats 5, 6, and 7, be making your way to the staging area. Again, intermediate showmen, if you got called back out of heats 5, 6, and 7, which were classes 7, 8, and 9, be making your way to the staging area for our second semifinal.
Let's put our hands together for the semifinal round of intermediate showmen. Truthfully, an exceptional set of showmen that we have out here. If you want to switch the 6 that I kept back for the final with another 6, I certainly wouldn't disagree with you, because I think the intensity and just the sheer competitiveness that we have here in this ring is exceptional. There's so many that are right there on the threshold, and that makes my job harder. But ultimately, what comes down to it is just some personal preferences. Again, I just think that the 6 that I went ahead and kept back, I know that the days are getting long and our cattle are definitely getting tired, but just the attentiveness that they have and just where they put their animals' heads, again, walking their animals into place and just always being tentative of where I'm at. One more time, let's go ahead and congratulate this group.
Entering the ring next, we will have our semifinal number 2 of our intermediate showmanship. Again, if you were in heats 5, 6, and 7, we will have your semifinal heading in the ring now. Making it out of our semifinal number 1, we've got Kimberly Gray, Caden Kaysen, Kinsley Krebs, Riley Joseph, Bristol Gines, and Stephen Gamble.
Let's go ahead and put our hands together for this round of intermediate showmen. Another exceptional group that we have out here, and definitely some that are just right on the threshold of getting kept back. But likewise, maybe these four just come, or five, excuse me, maybe come with a shot more intensity than some of the ones that aren't going to get kept back. And I understand that that is totally a personal preference, but just keep working at home and keep striving to be better. One more time, let's go ahead and commend these individuals.
In the ring now, we have got our finals of our intermediate showmanship with exhibitors Kimberly Gray, Caden Kaysen, Kinsley Krebs, Riley Joseph, Bristol Gines, Stephen Gamble, Ty Weathers, Cooper Miller, Willow Martinez, Heidi Schweiderman, and Riley Harmon. Juniors, Heat 1, Class 10. Juniors, Heat 1, Class 10. Be making your way to the staging area.
Let's go ahead and put our hands together for the final round of intermediate showmen. Much like I had said before in the semifinals, I'm going to show you guys the five that I like, and I wouldn't disagree with you if you want to change out for a different five, because I think that the intensity and quality of showmen that we have out here is second to none. I definitely would trust any of these kids at the end of the halter of any show, and so really want to commend each and every one of these final individuals that we have out here for a job well done. And if you're not picked today, unfortunately, I just had some minor nitpicky things that we needed to just go home and work on. I understand that the day has definitely gotten long, and so our cattle are tired, we're tired, and so just want to commend you guys and just keep pushing through. I'll go ahead and look through them one more time, and I'll show you the 5 that I like. But one more time, let's go ahead and put our hands together for this final round of intermediates.
All right, we are picking our top 5 here in the intermediate showmanship. We need those juniors to be getting ready. I think we have our first heat lined up. As soon as we get done with Pee Wee showmanship, we will roll right into the fitting contest. So those teams that have entered the fitting contest, you need to have your chutes and your equipment ready to roll into the show ring as soon as we're done with Pee Wees. We're going to set up over here on the north side closest to the bleachers so we have power for your blowers and things like that. We do have the genetic sale tonight that is tentatively to start at 6:30. So we really want to get this stuff finished up here before that genetic sale happens. Pine Bluff Distilling will be set up for the genetic sale. We'll have some food in there to grab some snacks and stuff, some sliders and things like that. So plan on heading to the genetic sale, but we do want to get this showmanship and the fitting contest wrapped up prior to that sale.
Congratulations to our top 5 intermediate showmen. Our champion was Caden Case in reserve, Ty Weathers. Third was Kimberly Gray. Fourth overall intermediate went to Cooper Miller. And fifth, Stephen Gamble. Congratulations again to our top 5 intermediate showmen. Junior showmanship, we are ready to start here with our Heat 1 Class 10 Junior Showmanship entering the ring now. All right, Junior Showman, Heat 1, Class 10 is in the ring. If you are in Heat 2, Class 11 of Junior Showmanship, get to the staging area.
Let's go ahead and put our hands together for the first round of Junior Showman. Great job. I think these young ladies just take it to the next level, especially just in terms of efficiency of getting their feet placed and just walking them into place and not having to worry about their legs. I was trying to decipher on a few of those other ones that won't get kept back, excuse me, and that's really the deciding factor. Is we just took a little too much long of a time to get our feet set, and I know, like I said, it's getting late in the day, and so some of our animals just aren't wanting to cooperate with us. But one more time, let's go ahead and give these junior individuals a round of applause.
All right, coming back out of Class 10, Heat 1 Junior Showmanship was Paisley Homestead and Tenley Weathers. Entering the ring next, we will have Class 11 Junior Showmanship. Entering the ring now, Class 11 Junior Showmanship. You are Class 12 Heat 3 Juniors. Class 12 Heat 3 Juniors. Be making your way to the show ring.
another great group of junior individuals that we have out here. And I think for me, these two just surfaces, especially when we're on the profile. These two individuals do a great job of getting their steers stuck and just presented to the 9. Nothing to take away from you individuals that aren't going to get kept back. That's just where I get to be a little more nitpicky on this side of the mic. Like I said before, maybe our animals are just a little too stretched out. Maybe we're just not on the head nearly enough. But a great job to you guys. Let's go ahead and put our hands together.
Getting called back out of Class 12 or 11, Heat 2 of Junior Showmanship was Tatum Thompson and DM Shoopy. Entering the ring next, we will have Heat 3, Class 12 of our Junior Showmanship. Again, entering the ring now, we've got Class 12, Heat 3 of Junior Showmanship. If you are in... All right. In the ring now, we have got Heat 3, Class 12, Junior Showman. Again, in the ring now, we've got Heat 3, Class 12, Junior Showmanship. If you are in Heat 4, Class 13, Junior Showmanship, be making your way to the staging area. Again, Heat 4, Class 13, Junior Showmanship, be making your way to the staging area.
All right, everybody's standing around ringside. If you are finding yourself thirsty and decide that you need to go over to Pine Bluffs Distilling, they would love to serve you a drink over there. They're huge supporters of our event. They donate whiskey, a portion of the bar over there. They're just really big supporters of the Cheyenne Livestock Expo and have been since its inception. So head over there, get a drink. They'll be closing out here in the barn area just before 5:45, and then they're going to go set up in the conference room to start serving drinks in there for the genetic sale that we have happening in there. That's going to start about 6:30.
Well, a great set of junior showmen that we have out here, and I really do want to commend the junior exhibitors. I know how hard it is to show animals that are 3-4 times the size of you, and there's a lot of moving compartments within junior, or especially beef showmanship. So I really do want to commend each and every one of you out here. Especially, I know we have some ones that are just a little bit more antsy, but man, when you guys get them stuck on the profile, it's definitely hard to decipher between who to keep and who to cut. So really, just keep going home and keep working on what you're doing because it's obviously working. But let's go ahead and put our hands together for these junior individuals.
All right, heat 3 of junior showmanship is heading in the ring. That's class 13. We need the last and final class of junior showmanship, class 14, to be over here and checked in.
Well, this is probably the most competitive heat, not only of just junior showmanship, but I think throughout all three divisions. This class in here is very, very competitive. So if you didn't get kept back for the final drive, don't let that discourage you. I get to be a little more nitpicky because you guys are such exceptional showmen. It's unfortunate that our partners are wanting to fight us sometimes here towards the end. We were just maybe just offset our feet, and we were just not square enough for me today. But nothing to take away from you individuals that didn't get kept back. You guys are exceptional showmen, so please commend yourselves when you exit the ring. But ringside, let's go ahead and put our hands together for them.
All right, thank you to our exhibitors in Class 13, our fourth heat of junior showmanship. We'll have Coy Johnson and Griffin Grove come back for our final drive. Now entering the ring is our fifth and final heat, Class 14 of junior showmanship. Right, we need those individuals out of the first four heats to come over here and check in for the final drive of junior showmanship. Following that, we will move right into our peewees. We've got two heats of peewees. Following that, we will move right into our fitting contest. So those teams that are in the fitting contest, please have your chutes and materials ready to move into the show ring for our final or for our fitting contest. If you are top 5 in the prospect breeding heifers or the top 5 market steers today, please, if you have a chance, head over to the livestock office and get your W-9 filled out and pick up your checks from Pam. She's over there in the livestock office for a few more minutes here, so you're more than welcome to go pick those checks up.
Another great group of junior showmen that we have out here, and I failed to mention it all day, but especially in this group, really exceptional just in terms of presentation of the cattle. I know the time and work that eats up at home, so I really want to commend each and every one of you exhibitors out here for presenting your cattle to the highest degree. I know that some of our animals aren't wanting to work with us. I know it's getting late. They're getting tired. But I really do want to commend each and every one of you for keeping your composure. I know it's frustrating. At home, they probably work like angels, and it's unfortunate that today's the day that they decide to act up. So really just keep going home, keep practicing. I know you guys are putting in an immense amount of work in at home. So really do want to commend each and every one of you. One more time, ringside, let's go ahead and put our hands together. Well, let's go ahead and put our hands together for these junior showmen. I definitely can safely say with confidence that the intermediates and seniors should definitely watch out, because I think that these juniors could even compete with them and even the best of them. Really challenging group to go ahead and sort through, and much like I said in the intermediate and senior division, if you want to swap the 5 out with the ones that I had picked out, I'm not going to argue, because I think that each and every one of these individuals out here brings something different and special to the table. I just have the hard job of kind of fine-tuning and being nitpicky about your young people. But exceptional job. Just keep doing what you guys are doing at home, because it's working. And if today's not your day, just keep pressing, keep working at it, because you guys have the potential to be very, very successful. I'll go ahead and drop the mic, and I'll look through them one more time, and I'll get you a grand reserve and all the way down through 5th. But one more time, ringside, let's go ahead and commend these individuals.
All right, we need our peewees over here and checked in the staging area. We're about to select our top 5 junior prospect market steer showmanship exhibitors. So, $4,500. All right, congratulations to our junior division exhibitors. First place, Audrey Weber. Second, reserve champion junior showman is Paisley Homestead. Third place, Tatum Thompson. Fourth overall, Aspen Kuster. Fifth place overall is DM Shupi. Congratulations, everybody. All right, we're going to roll in with our first heat of peewees. We got 2 heats of peewees, and then we'll move into our fitting contest. Again, thank you to all of our exhibitors. Our show start time tomorrow is 9 a.m. We will be starting with the Market Heifer Division. Those classes will be posted this evening on the Showman app once we get done with our festivities this evening. Also, just a reminder, we've got that genetic sale coming up tonight. That money goes into the scholarship fund for the youth exhibitors to apply for. We're awarding our first round of scholarships from the genetic sales we've had over the last couple of years. So we're super excited to be able to give out some scholarship money to those individuals. We would really love to see all of you in there supporting that. We'll have the bar set up. We'll have some food in there. It's a great way to get some elite genetics. We've got some of the best lots I've seen to date in that sale. So it's a great opportunity to purchase some genetics for your operation, but also to support and give back to these youth exhibitors for that scholarship fund. So that'll be 6:30. There's a conference room over by the livestock office, and that's where the genetic sale will be. You can also bid online through Ringside Live. They will be doing online bidding. So come in person, bid online, tell a friend, have them get on there and buy some embryo lots or some semen. We even have a flush option on the Supreme female from this week. So really good way to get some good genetics and give back. If it's an individual lost a necklace today as they were around and at the Horse Canyon booth out here in the vendor area, they have that necklace. They found that in their booth. So please go to the Horse Canyon vendor booth out here in the vendor area and describe that piece of jewelry to her, and she will give you that piece of jewelry to take home since you lost it. If you didn't lose it, she won't send it home with you because you probably won't be able to describe it properly. But please go out there and find her and get that piece of jewelry. This just shows you how absolutely elite the set of genetics we have selling tonight is. We keep getting constant updates of those genetic lots and how they're related to winners. So obviously we have lot 2 is a flush on the Supreme Champion Junior Breeding Female here this year, both in the Junior and Open show. But we also have semen lots on Kingston, an elite high main bull, and he actually sired the champion prospect breeding heifer earlier today, as well as the 3rd overall. So an immediate return on your investment, knowing that he is siring winners as we speak. It's a pretty cool opportunity, so make sure you come into the sale and bid often and bid as high as you can.
Well, let's go ahead and put our hands together for this Pee Wee division. I say it pretty much at every show that I go to. Pee Wee Showmanship is easily the funnest and the hardest division for me to go ahead and judge, because I know that each and every one of these individuals, I've heard that it's our first time out, which is fantastic. So we're gaining a lot of ringside knowledge and sheer just confidence. And so it's really enjoyable for me to see on this side. I know that the work that you guys are doing at home is exponential. And so I really do want to commend you guys. I know when I was your age, I probably would not have picked cattle to show as my first time species. So you guys are already beating me, and you guys are doing an exceptional job. Congratulations to you, ringside. Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause.
All right, thank you to Heat 1 of the Pee Wees, or Pre-Junior Showmanship. We need those 3 exhibitors to come back for the final drive. They'll be competing for Cheyenne 2 belt buckles, and we'll also be giving jackets to the top 5. All right, our second and final heat of showmanship for the pre-juniors is in the ring right now. We'll have those individuals from the first heat come back. Then we will do our final drive. That'll be the last drive of the day, and then we'll move right into our fitting contest.
another fun group of Pee Wee showmen that we have out here. It's fun from my side of things to get to know the individuals and find a really kind of good inkling on why they're out here busting their butts. Let's go ahead and commend the individuals that won't make it back to the final drive. They're doing a great job, however.
All right, congratulations to Brinley Day, Riot Shoopy, Knox Miller coming back in our grand drive of pre-junior showmanship. All right, pre-juniors finals is in the ring. We're going to pick 2 here and give out jackets to the top 5. We need those youth fitting teams to have their chutes and mats and blowers and all their equipment ready to roll into the ring as soon as we get done with this drive here.
Well, an exceptional set of pre-junior showmen that we have out here. I've had a blast all day sorting through the showmanship exhibitors. I definitely took my time with a few classes because I know the work that you guys put in at home, and I definitely think that you guys deserve your time to shine out here and really just prove yourself as showmen. But an exceptional group that we have out here, like I said, in the junior division, would be happy to have any of these on the other end of a halter because I think they do that good of a job. I know that they're out here busting their tails. Their cattle are tired. And I just want to just take a brief second to thank the Livestock or the Cheyenne Livestock Exposition for having me out here, for the Freeman family for allowing me this opportunity, for those exhibitors that are not just here in the ring, but for those exhibitors that were in and out of the ring all day. Just take an extra second to thank whoever allows you to be a part of this industry. It can be mom, dads, aunts, uncles, sheer friends. I know that this hobby definitely takes up a lot of outside time, and it's a full-time commitment, and I know that it takes a village. So just take an extra second and thank whoever allows you to be out here. It has done tremendous things for me in my life and my career, and so I can only see the excitement and the journey that you guys will take. But one more time, let's go ahead and put our hands together, not only for the junior or the pre-junior exhibitors, but for all the staff, the extra help, It definitely does take a village to make this show run smoothly. I've had a blast, but I'll go ahead and put the mic down for the final time. Select a Grand Reserve all the way down through 5th. One more time, let's put our hands together.
All right, congratulations to all of our showmanship winners and showmanship exhibitors today. Thank you for making it such a great show. We've been hard at it all day, and we appreciate it. We're going to start our fitting contest here directly. You guys can start rolling your stuff in the show ring over here. And we will get underway. Remember, the genetics sale is going to start here in just a little over half an hour over there in the conference room by the livestock office. Elite set of genetics selling tonight.